walking on sunshine.
It's a rockin' metal revival.
Just let me walk on the sunshine a little more.
Crank it up.
No, I'm not high. I haven't been high since Wednesday. Oh, it is Wednesday.
Welcome to the show.
Horns up, metalheads. It's time once again for another edition of Rock and Metal Revival. And after last Memorial Day, they tell me summer is here, my brother.
Is it? Weather-wise,
That's what they tell me. It got a little warm this week, I'll tell you.
Yeah, much better than it was a couple weeks ago, man. It was like spring was never going to end.
I talked to some friends of mine down in Arizona, and they were talking like triple-digit weather. That is not good.
No, I'm okay with that, not having that.
And don't give me that dry heat crap either. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just like being in an oven. Dry heat there.
Yeah, stick
Still
your head
hot.
in the oven. There is some dry heat for you.
Still hot.
Hey, we got another, I don't want to say an awesome show, but I think it's a pretty good show. Ron-Keel's joining us on the show again, and Ron-Keel is a great interview and a great guy, and a brother of ours from one of our affiliates, Uncontrolled Noise. He's on there.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and I don't know how many times Ron's been on the show, but it's always good to have him back. He's got a new album coming out, South by South Dakota.
Yeah, we had him on for Heavy Metal Cowboy.
Yep,
That was a good one, too.
And this album is more of a tribute of his to his, I want to call them Southern rock heroes.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yes, and it's actually really good. I really like it.
I figured you'd like it. Okay, so and we also got new music from Vandenberg. That album dropped this week on the 29th.
It didn't break. It just dented.
It just dented a little bit. Yep.
Yep.
Also, we got new music. Let me see here from Autograph, from Little Cindy Lou Who, Pretty Reckless. Taylor Momsen got a new one from her.
She's angry in this one.
Yep, she is angry.
She's changed. She's different than that Grinch must have did something to her.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really want to know. She'll probably write a book about it.
Exactly. She is pretty angry, but we'll play that one coming up on the show tonight. And like I said, we're going to talk to Ron-Keel. We got News of the Weird, and we've got our finals are coming up for Talking Real Metal Kids. So get those crayons out and get ready to take some notes.
Yeah, and you have to draw pictures in this one, too.
Exactly. All right. So let's...
Pictures go over great on the radio.
They really do. That's why I have a face for one. All right. Let's kick it off with some Queensryche. You know, a couple of years ago up at Bratfest, Queensryche was there and killing it.
That's great.
But this is the Jeff Tate version of Queensryche. I've always loved this song. This is Empire on Rock and Metal Revival. From Unleashed in the East, there is the mighty Judas Priest and Hell Bent for Leather on Rock and Metal Revival. And, you know, speaking of Judas Priest, one of their biggest fans stopped by the studio here in Parts Unknown. An old friend of yours, Jim Bob, stopped by.
I know. He was funny. I got a chance to talk to him a little bit there. And, that's an experience, trust me.
If anybody is going to be a resident of Parts Unknown, it's Jim Bob.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, he's all free and clear now. He did some time in a minimum security prison, and now the Statue of Liberty is worn off, and he's ready to go.
Yeah,
again,
he can go across state lines and everything. I heard.
Yeah,
so that's impressive. Or county
and for
lines.
A lot of people who are listening to us now on some of our newer affiliates and on the Hog have no idea who Jim Bob is, but you are going to find out. He's from our early days of Rock and Metal Revival, was a big part of the show, and he's back around.
Yeah, he used to like to... Somehow he always knew when to call in when we were doing something, and just disrupted everything. But
he was a roadie for Trickster at one time. He's been a lot. He's done a lot of things. He's an expert
at rolling up chords. That's all I can say.
Exactly.
I mean, I've never seen anybody so... He's really just perfect, every one of them. It's just like...
He's really good at it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right. Hey, Ron-Keel back on the show next hour. I had a chance to sit down and talk with him, and you know what? I love talking to Ron-Keel. He's such an interesting guy. I mean, he's an author. He's got his own radio show. He rocks.
Yeah.
I mean,
does a lot. Been around for a long time too, and done a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, I was
impressive.
a fan of the band Keel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I liked when he did The Right to Rock. I liked that stuff, and all his music that he's put out since, I've liked that too. I just don't think radio's taking him seriously, which is a very sad thing. I mean, they don't take us seriously either, but hey.
Yeah. We don't take radio seriously either.
Exactly.
So, take that.
It's a good club to be in. All right, coming up a little later this hour, we've got our News of the Weird, and we also have another Talking Real Metal, but I want to play some new music, man.
All right.
What do you say we play the new one from Autograph? Now, if for those of you are thinking to yourselves, oh, God, it's another Turn Up the Radio. No.
No, this is different. It's good, man. I like it.
Little different.
Now,
check this
do they
out.
have
Brand
a
new.
different singer?
Yeah, Steve
Okay.
Plunkett is no longer part of the band.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is new music from Autograph. The song is called Souls on Fire. It's brand new right here on Rock and Metal Revival. There's brand new music from the Pretty Reckless. It's called Death by Rock and Roll right here on Rock and Metal Revival. That's brand new music. And, yeah, you're right. Cindy Lou Who is kind of pissed off.
Yeah, she's got an attitude.
Yeah, I like it.
Nah, I'm okay
I've
with it.
actually, you've seen her, once?
Yeah.
In concert?
Yeah.
I've seen her a couple of times. I think 3 or 4. And I know out of those, one was not a good performance, but the other times, man, I thought she killed it.
Yeah. I thought they were really good.
Yeah, that is a good band, and hopefully you get to see them out on tour. Yeah, we got some sad news earlier this week. Rockfest, one of the big rock festivals up here in Wisconsin, has decided to postpone till 2021. Hey, you knew it was coming.
Yeah, got to keep people safe, man. Do what you can.
I knew when Slipknot backed out of all their big festivals, and Slipknot was one of the headliners for that one, that was probably not going to happen. So, but I seen a couple other festivals are going ahead with it. So who knows? But the Rockfest one, that's kind of sad. I know a lot of people that have been going to that for years and years and years that are just like, well, let's find something else to do this year. So good for them. Let me see here. Oh, we got News of the Weird. And I got some really weird ones here today, my friend.
Okay.
So I want to get your take on some of this. Our first one comes from Switzerland, where sex workers in Switzerland have come up with a plan to help brothels safely reopen. Customers will be limited to only 2 sex positions, Jer.
Only 2?
Only 2.
Wait.
Yep.
There's more than 2?
Well, hey, this is to avoid face-to-face contact, so one of the ones you're thinking of is not included.
So there's 1.
Yeah.
Jeez.
If you're allowed to get into one of these brothels over in Switzerland, you're only allowed to do the reverse cowgirl and the style of the dogs is what they're calling it.
Okay. That makes sense, I guess.
Very safe over there in Switzerland. Wonder if that's what they're doing in Poland over there, Michael.
Good question.
Right.
Nice.
According to scientists, Jerry, look at your hand right now. It says men with longer ring fingers may be less likely to get the coronavirus.
Oh, okay.
The theory is that the longer the ring finger are connected to more testosterone exposure in the womb, and that creates a compound that helps you fight the virus. Now, I've heard some goofy crap, but that might be the goofiest thing I've heard so far.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get that at all. But, hey.
No.
Well, my ring finger's like 3 inches longer than all the rest of them, so I guess I'm okay.
Yeah, you're all right, man.
But my hand looks real like an alien, but...
Yeah. You look like E.T. Most guitar players do. All right. A woman in the Ukraine, Jerry, stripped off her pants and put her underwear on her face after a business refused to help her without a mask. I hope to God that never happens at Walmart.
Oh, man. Oh, okay. That's... yikes.
Huh?
Yikes.
You're not even commenting on that.
No, I'm afraid to.
Leave that alone?
Oh, man. Just think if that happened to Jim Bob.
Just think if that happened to 90% of the guys' kids. Ah, man.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
All right, and
okay.
last but not least, what?
That's using your brain, though. I mean, you got to get stuff in the store.
There you go.
Got to cover somehow.
Oh boy.
I don't know.
All right, and last but not least, now, Jerry. Now, if your weird sexual fetish is making global headlines, that's when you know it's pretty weird, right?
Yeah. If we're going to talk about it, it is.
Okay. Well, on this past Sunday, police in Thailand arrested a 24-year-old guy for stealing and having sex with over 100 pairs of flip-flops. Yep.
They must have been really small shoes.
I don't know. Over the last 2 years, he sold 126 pairs of flip-flops from people's home. Then he'd take them to his apartment, caress them, kiss them, rub them all over his naked body, and then eventually, as he put it, make love to them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That sounds like something right off Pornhub, doesn't it?
That sounds like something. Yeah, there should be a website totally dedicated to that.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't even want to see this, even though I'm reading this story. We're not sure how the last part even works. We're not even sure we want to know. But apparently
you just flip and flop around. You just flip and flop, man. Flip and flop,
apparently
man.
This guy Jerry is a leave him and love him kind of guy.
And then he's done. He just leaves.
Yeah,
him.
he consistently is on the prowl and needs a different pair every time. But he doesn't discriminate either, though. His collection includes flip-flops in all sizes, colors, and styles. I wonder if he's tried a pair of Crocs yet.
Oh, yeah, the Crocs. You might be more than one thing you can do with those.
Yeah, there
might be
you
able
go.
to use them more than once.
And everybody tells me how comfortable they are.
That's a Croc. Not for that.
Well, I guess this guy, he was arrested for stealing the flip-flops last year, but the cops over there in Switzerland didn't know that, well, actually he's in Thailand, I'm sorry, didn't know that he had this sexual component going on at the time. When they do catch him, he's facing multiple charges for theft and for breaking his local coronavirus curfew. And I think he should probably do some time in a hospital, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm thinking he could use a little bit of some therapy there might help.
Exactly.
But at least,
I wonder if he found
the flip-flops are cheap. Just get a job, dude. Go buy a new pair.
You know what I think, Bud? This is probably what happened. He saw a pair of Nike flip-flops, and the ad said, just do it. And he said, oh, okay. And that's how the whole thing started.
Them subliminals. Submarinals, man.
Oh, man. That winds up our weird news of the weird today. Coming up, we've got Talking Real Metal, and kids, get your crayons out because there is going to be a test on Rock and Metal Revival.
Here's your latest hard rock and metal news on Rock and Metal Revival.
Horns up, metalheads. It's time once again for another edition of Talking Real Metal. About time. Where the heck's the cowbell been?
I know. I just got it. I did some rearranging, so now I got it, and I could thump it the whole show, but I'm not gonna.
Am I gonna recognize the hookah lounge when I get back?
You might.
Okay.
It's totally different. Yeah, I moved everything.
Okay. Do you put one of those Japanese sex dolls in my chair just so you know?
Yeah,
feel
just
like
so
I'm
that
there?
I feel like someone's here. Yeah. I wish I could afford one of those, but no. It's actually just one of them cheap blow-up ones. They're like $12.
It's a cardboard cutout with a hole in it.
But it looks just like you because his mouth is always open.
Well, hey, that's what I do. Yep. All right, time for our hard rock and metal news, kids. And school's out next week, so be taking notes here. Vinny Peace says Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is a joke. We all knew that.
Yeah.
Ronnie James Dio should have been inducted long ago.
Yeah.
Amen.
He should have gone in with Black Sabbath, too.
Yeah, exactly.
He helped keep him alive there for quite a while.
10-4. This next story, I don't understand why he cares. Steel Panthers' Michael Starr hopes Motley Crue's Nikki Sixx isn't mad at him anymore.
That's just in